Hey fam club, let's speculate about the Scarlet Violet 151 Ultra Premium Collection. Look at where you can get it cheapest right now and talk about why I wouldn't invest in more than two personally. So let's get to it. There's no doubt 151 is fire. The FOMO for the Japanese 151 has rocketed booster boxes to $180 and up. People are still throwing down 12 to 18 bucks a pack on Whatnot. That's 240 to 360 bucks a box. No wonder those people are selling on Whatnot. Hey, if you want to spend 180 bucks a box, I'll leave you some eBay links down below. If you get OJ, at least eBay will refund you. Meanwhile, I'm going to be chilling over here waiting for English and made-to-order booster boxes to drop. As I do with every Pokemon item and set, I've been speculating a lot about the 151 Ultra Premium Collection. Obviously, everyone is drawing comparisons to the Charizard UPC. It's a hot take, but I actually think this could do worse than the Charizard UPC. And it may bite me in the ass later on, but I would not and I will not invest heavily in this item, at least not until it hits 90 bucks each. So, why do I think it'll do worse? The promos, the packs, and the Pokemon market. So let's break it down. So the first thing we got is the promos. Let's talk about them. You got the Mew EX card, the SAR from the Japanese set is going to be a promo in the Ultra Premium Collection. It's certainly a beautiful card, and obviously everyone's going to want one in their collection, and obviously Pokemon's going to make enough UPCs for everyone to get one in their collection. And what happens when everyone gets one in their collection? The value just plummets. And at least for the short term and possibly even long term, it's not going to see a really high value. Look at the Charizard promo cards from the Charizard UPC. Sure, they printed that into oblivion, and who knows how much they're going to print this, but right now it's looking like it's also going to be printed into oblivion. And if that's the case, we're looking at, a sub $20 card, maybe $20. You can get all three of the Charizard UPC promos for under $30. I think actually two of them might be around $10 and one is $5. And the $5 one is my favorite. So when everyone gets this, I just don't see it having a really high value for basically forever, because people that are in Pokemon now might not be in it later. Maybe they'll sell it off. Maybe it'll just collect dust in their closet for the rest of their life. Who knows? But there's going to be a lot of them, and I just don't see it being highly valuable. And this is a very expensive product for getting these cards. Next up, we've got the even less valuable Mewtwo EX. I think it's an EX. It might just be a Mewtwo. This card, again, awesome looking. But once again, it's a promo. It's an AR in the Japanese set. I just don't see this being super high value. Maybe $10. Could be less. Once again, one of the Charizards is $5 right now. So, is this card cooler than that card? I mean, Mewtwo is awesome, but I kind of think Charizard is cooler. Of the three Charizard promo cards, it's certainly, the $5 one, the Charizard V, is not going to be the most valuable. The one that kids are going to want. I just love the art. Kids are going to want, the V Max, blowing fire out, and or the V Star where he's fighting. Both super awesome cards, both $10 right now. Where's this Mewtwo fit when you compare it to them? In today's Pokemon market, I'd say less. Short term, maybe you can flip it $15, but I know this is my hot take. All right, let's talk about the metal card. You got the Mew EX Gold card. Gorgeous card. It's a full art. People are not loving full art cards. It's a gold card. People are not loving gold cards. I love the gold cards. I think this looks awesome, but how can you put a value on this metal card that everyone gets? Well, we did it with the Arceus V-Star Premium Collection, and that card's going for $6. I think this is a much more awesome card. I would value it higher. But how much higher? 10 bucks? 20 bucks? I wouldn't value it 20 bucks. I would rather have the Japanese card from the set, the ultra rare. It's probably going for 200 bucks. I don't even know what it's going for right now. I should have looked it up. But I would rather have that than the metal card. You know, we don't have a lot of metal cards to compare it to. We've got both Arceus. You can have both Arceus for under $10. Nobody cares about the Arceus metal cards. We can go back to Celebrations. The problem is that Celebrations was so underprinted and so in demand that, you know, it's a $400 collection. Maybe you can scrape one up for 300 bucks, but it's essentially a $400 Ultra Premium Collection for Celebrations. So in that case, you've got the Metal Charizard, which again is Charizard, the most popular and in-demand Pokemon there is, going for $150. But where's the Pikachu? The gold Pikachu is 50 bucks. I don't see this being $50. This is going to be printed so much more than the Celebrations that it's got to be worth way less. Do I think it's a cooler looking card? If you get rid of the nostalgia factor of the base set, then yeah, I think this is a cooler looking card than the Pikachu. But I know that's heresy. Sorry. But I just... Full art Mew looks really cool. Base set Pikachu, I've got one. It's awesome. Base set Charizard can't be beat. I don't put a high value on this card. You know, they're hard to grade. I don't even know if anyone grades them. CGC maybe still grades the metal cards. Maybe PSA will start doing it again. Who knows? 20 bucks or less is where I kind of value this. If you put all the promo cards together, I just don't see a huge amount of value. It could take a really long time. The only saving grace for this would be if it's way underprinted. But we'll talk about the market in a minute, and it's just not looking like it. All right, so the second thing and the reason that I think that it would be a mistake to buy a ton of these is the packs. We can compare this to the Charizard UPC because they both have a significant amount of packs that are pretty close to about the same. However, this is completely full of 151. If you're looking to get a whole bunch of 151 packs, this is the worst way to get it. Maybe if you say that the promos are worth $30, $40, now you're getting it down into $90, $80 range. Let's say you put a value of the packs at 80 bucks. You're paying $5 a pack. You can do better than that. You can do better than that with some of the other collections that are coming out, specifically the bundles. So hopefully we see a lot more bundles. Now, if we don't, and these start getting discounted, then this might be the absolute best way. But like I said before, this has got to hit about 90 bucks for me to really dive in. Maybe 95 would be pretty good, which is really not a lot cheaper than you can get it right now, but we'll talk about that later. The difference in the packs between the two sets, though, is that this is all 151. The Charizard has all of Sword and Shield. And what are people hating right now? The Scarlet and Violet era. So, you know, and where are people going back to? Sword and Shield. The boom of Sword and Shield era was just so crazy. The problem with the Charizard is there's just so many of them, but it's crammed full of, I think, 17 packs from Sword and Shield, some of the best sets, including Evolving Skies. The only pack selection that's not fantastic is Darkness Ablaze, but other than that, you've got, you know, Brilliant Stars, Fusion Strike, Evolving Skies. I think long-term, that pack selection and the fact that it's a Charizard puts the Charizard UPC well ahead of the 151 UPC, where you're only going to get the 151 packs. Now, do I think that 151 is an absolutely fabulous set? Yes. So even though you're getting all 151 packs, it is a great set. And it's going to have your, you know, your Mew, your Bulbasaur, all the way up to Venusaur, your Charmander all the way up to Charizard, and your Squirtle all the way up to Blastoise. So a lot of really cool ARs. However, once you collect the big three and their full collections, this is just you're gonna get tired of it. You're gonna get tired of 151, just like you did with Celebrations. And you know, there's Celebrations had a ton of hype, and now it's fallen off the charts. So set wise, even though it's a fantastic set, which you're gonna want to complete, you know, you're gonna want to get your packs as the cheapest you possibly can. And you might not want to sit there and deal with trying to flip the promo cards, which everyone is going to be trying to flip. And if these things aren't selling, all the stores are going to be breaking them down, selling off the 151 packs. I can already see it now, Card Shop Live on Whatnot, breaking down a whole bunch of UPCs, selling the packs for $5, $6 a pack. And what are they going to do with all the promo cards? They're going to go on to TCG Player or however they sell, and they're just going to drive down the price for the promos. So I think right off the bat, first week, you might be able to sell those promos off. After that, it's going to be pretty difficult for quite a long time. So once again, that's another reason why I wouldn't invest heavily in this, thinking that it's going to be some sort of huge value. Would I get one for yourself to rip open to work on the set? Absolutely. The second one, put it in the closet. Yeah. After that, no. That's where I stop. And last but not least, we got to look at the market. The market is undoubtedly way down. It's dropped way down. The boom is over. There's still a lot of people that really loved it during the boom that are sticking around. And there's a lot of people completely turned off by Scarlet and Violet that have just walked away completely. They had the fun during the hype, all the chases, looking for everything from Rainbow, Chonkachu, all the way to Moonbryon, and then Scarlet and Violet came out, and they're like, meh, I'm moving on. The market's way down. You can see it in the prices. Let's just look at the Scarlet and Violet 151 market itself. The UPCs are available everywhere. You can still pre-order them on GameStop, Target, and Best Buy. In most cases for MSRP, if you're a GameStop Pro member, you can get it for $113.99 because they do 5% off of everything now. And there's other shops where you can get it even cheaper. Card Trooper Games has it for $104.99. Clearly, it just shows the fact that you can still pre-order everywhere and get it for $104.99 in one spot, and possibly others I don't know about, that the demand is just not massive or the supply is massive. And I'm leaning towards both. The demand is down. It's an expensive item, $120, and the supply is plentiful. Also, what's the difference between this and the Charizard UPC? Nobody's bundling it. Nobody's saying you got to buy $250 worth of product in order to get it. You know, even I fell for that. I bought $250 worth of product just to get my Charizard UPC. And look, now I can get a case for $339. $339? Yeah, $339. You can get a case for $339 from Forge and Fire Gaming. And that's what I did. It's going in the closet. Like I've said before, ask me about it in 10 years. The other thing is that all my best deep discount places don't even have it listed yet. And when they start coming online, like P Football Pete, we're going to have it even cheaper. And that's going to have to drive the price down for other people as well. So that's just my hot take on this item. What are you guys thinking about it? How many of you bought so far? And do you plan to buy any more? Are you hoping for it to drop to a certain price? And what's your price point? Now, if I was going to invest in something, I would be investing in that Pokemon Center ETB for 151. That thing is going to be fire long term. The problem is right now you can't get it. It should come back at least by release day, if not on release day exactly. And that's where I'd put my money if I was going to stock up on something. That's all my thoughts for today. I hope you're having a great week, and we'll catch you in the next video.